I'm really out here alone, man. Ain't nobody responding to my walkie calls. That was great.
Oh, he's pretty. Wow. Oh, wait, I made such a good decision.
Let's freaking go! So because your hands smell like piss, you can't eat that?
It's not fun to eat right now.
So my brother Mitch, my dad, and our two friends Barry and Dylan went out to Walnut Creek Ranch, which is just above San Angelo in Texas. I've never done a hunting vlog before, so I figured it'd be a cool way to capture the travels, sights, deer, and funny moments along the way. That being said, these are real guns. Don't be stupid. I don't show any of the shots, but there are dead deer and some blood involved. So if you'd like to not see that, squint your eyes or something. Our journey was about a 4.5-hour drive from Dallas, and I started things off by forgetting my hunting license. Not my proudest moment.
He has to pee again. How many stops are we gonna have?
As few as possible. We may stop for lunch.
We were hauling an ATV with us, which was not very fuel or speed efficient, but Dad was still worried about cops.
Nobody's gonna pull you over in this.
Are you kidding me? This weekend, this is like the red Corvette.
Barry, following behind us, was growing impatient. I fell asleep. When I awoke, we grabbed some Chipotle, commonly referred to as
Chipotle
by the 50 and better crowd, proceeded to finish our journey, finally arriving at the ranch.
How are you, sir?
How are you?
I'm John Thornhill.
Introductions were awesome.
And as I've said, this is this ranch. We never see the better bucks until about right now. This is Kathy Johnson. She's the ranch owner.
Hi, Kathy. I'm Barry Chubb.
Nice to meet you.
Partner in crime, Don Bailey.
Hey, good to see you.
We didn't have to stay outside in tents or crusty RVs, which has typically been our situation on past hunts. The place was phenomenal.
This is a cool place.
It's really neat.
Okay. Who's the snorer? I didn't bring my mouth guard that he gave me.
No
So,
way.
I'll be in here. Dylan, you can come in here with me if you want.
We'll figure it out.
I'll take a queen bed if I can get one. But I need to
bed
sleep.
if you want.
No, I don't have
Why don't we play for the beds and like poker something tonight?
Is that a 30-06 camera?
What made things even better was John's energy and storytelling.
Rattling at a stand's a little different than field rattling. And we went right out here, one of my most favorite spots. I mean, we were out there 10 minutes, rattle, 10 seconds, buck comes in. You know, it's like, whoa, he was 30 yards away. There was 3 bucks, drooling, steam coming out of his nose. La Vista, I rattled 700 yards away. Next time I saw that deer, right in full view. Holy crap, that deer's coming. I went to, statue mode. That was such a grand experience.
Oh, absolutely.
They let us get settled in, gave us some handouts, and then got to take a look at some deer readily seen on the game cameras. All the while, nobody had told Mitch he was still carrying around some Chipotle.
You told me I had something stuck in my teeth.
I didn't know you had anything stuck in your teeth.
Nah, they're playing dumb.
This is a cool place, man.
I want to go hunt this place that's labeled OMG.
I felt like it was syllabus day in there. We got our handouts, and I'm like, let's go. You need help with the cooler?
This is Tetrazini. I'm gonna tell you, it's awesome. Oh yeah. All right, here we go.
Don't break a hip, old man.
Yeah, no kidding.
We got ready to head out and to take a look at some of the spots we'd be hunting at.
Okay, let's head out.
To go bird watch.
Yes.
Conservation group, wildlife. Check in on the blinds before we go. You can get that Home Depot smell in there.
Yeah. Well, this is a close shot. Getting your B-roll.
You know, awkward zoom ins and Barry's already licked the camera basically 3 times.
I don't have a game camera at that one, but we just had youth weekend hunt. And both the customers were return customers, and Randy sat down there with his son at Walnut Creek, and he has already killed 2 really nice deer. He killed that 18-inch wide drop tine deer last year. And then 2 years before, big, fat, thick antlers and about 18 inches wide.
We started stirring up a lot of activity, which was absolutely insane considering we typically never see anything not at a feeder.
He's a big deer. When you see him in person, he'll look fat, and those antlers will look big.
Yeah, that was the one.
So body shame.
I said, there must be a big deer over there. Don's in the back of the truck.
It seemed everywhere we went on this ranch there was a deer. It was estimated that there were about 500 to 600 deer across the 5,000 plus square foot property.
Y'all mind if I use that? Run it back! Run closer! Bro, this is a 35mm lens. I'm gonna need y'all to get close.
Of course, John backs over a tree in Barry's truck while I'm not recording.
Hey, you had a nice truck. It's a good truck. No, I'm kidding, I'm playing. It's good, bro. It's good. You're good. Cries.
We got back to camp for some dinner and got to hear more about how to tell the age of a deer and some stories of others having to make tough decisions.
But again, white around the eyes, right? Big nose. You see that bridge? If you get enough time, like what was the story? Who was I telling about Ryan and the deer that I walked up and he was all scared that I was going to get mad at him. And, you know, I'd been going over all this stuff about how to age the deer and everything. And, you know, I'd come up on the deer after he called me and you know, he's looking all nervous, walking around the deer. I said, well, what were you thinking, like, when you shot this buck? And it was like a nice buck, 9-point, you know, scored like right at 130, 129 and something. And he goes, John, he goes, you know, I know that you schooled me on the age and how to look at him and everything. That deer walked out, and I saw those antlers, and all that shit went right out the window.
I've heard that one before.
Opening day deer season, November 6th, 2021.
I didn't know if you were about to film something.
No, well, I mean, you can be a part of it too. The cameraman got to be in there sometime, you know what I'm saying?
Have y'all looked to see what face coverings you got?
Yeah, I just put mine in my backpack.
We got our things together, got my coffee, and got ready for the brisk 40-degree morning. I was using a 270, and my dad and brother were using 243s.
I like 243, man. My favorite gun.
We sprayed down with scent killer, loaded up, and headed out.
You know,
You want Johnson Crossing, Chase?
Yeah, just because it's closer, because maybe I might be able to do more with the camera.
It was an eerie, brisk, cloudy morning. The clouds were very low and just hovered over some of the hills. As light began to invade the land, I got my first buck walking up.
Yeah, he was talking. He wants to scrap, yeah? Hello? What he wants? You want the smoke, bro? Who are you thinking of? You want the smoke, bro?
Fudge still is looking at me. Oh, fudge, 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 fudge. You see nothing. This is a documentary. Move along. Move along. No, 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 no. No, no, don't do that. Oh my gosh. Please look away. Dude, no, 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 no. I can't move. I need you to look away. Please look away. This is not a fun staring contest. Is he still looking at me? That little pervert. He's still, what the? You see, is that a camera? Oh my gosh. I'm out of here. Alright, back to the big boy. Goodbye, you're beautiful, I love you. This doe is definitely working the angles on that bad boy. She said, maybe if I just pose up like this, he'll turn around and notice me. As you see, the male is unfazed, fully invested in his meal, as he should be. You are a king. Don't get stuck. Dude, what did that bush do to you? Stop it. Stop it. What do you... That thing can't feel good on your head. How does that feel good? Are you marking your territory? Why don't you go jump in that cactus over there? You go jump in that cactus and that'll assert ultra alpha dominance. Wow, this is great. Nature is amazing. Man, he's really giving that bush the work. Bush is getting absolutely smoked. These deer are beautiful, but the one that I would shoot isn't old enough. And then the one that is old enough doesn't look all that great. To me at least. Doesn't really have anything tall, nothing wide, nothing thick. We want something that's big, thick. This beautiful weather. Just absolutely insane cool breeze. I think it's like in the 50s. With, you know, a slight breeze, but pretty much stagnant other than that. So it's like it's nice and dry, which is fantastic given that in Dallas everything's so humid and bleh. So this has been super duper ideal. I was so tempted. I looked at that 8-point for so long. I've been watching him for probably an hour now, and he won't move. He keeps chasing these doe. It's really, really cool to see. They think that they're doing this in private, but really they're being recorded for my YouTube channel. There's so many deer just chilling here, and it's awesome to see because I can talk to the camera. Heck, I'm not even masked up right now. They don't even freaking care. The hunting pressure here is almost non-existent. I could probably go up and ride one if I wanted
first melee kill. That'd be pretty sick. I drank some coffee and then it went south. It went south real quick. It doesn't look like we're gonna get anything on day one for the morning hunt. So we'll see how tonight goes.
It's just crazy because you get into these debates with yourself of like, oh, is that gonna be the biggest deer I see this week, or should I wait? You know, it's almost like the stock market. It's like, oh, do I take these profits or I let it like keep riding out and risk losing like what you have, or potentially, you know, have more. So anyway, it's crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. Of course, the moment I get out to take some B-roll, this big buck is just watching me. I tried to rattle him back, but he was gone. We went back to the camp to get some food and watch the A&M game. The internet was terrible.
I thought, well, I'll work on something. So I went over to our deer cooler, and I opened up the cooler, and
Second one, whatever they got, first and 10.
we'll never know. We get thumbnails.
That afternoon, I posted up at a newsstand just south of my previous morning hunt, but it was a lot hotter now and the critters came out to play.
Oh my gosh. Dude, I swear I will freak out. Okay, there are like wasps. Fudge, dude, there are wasps trying to get in, which I'm just not about. Like, if it flies right at me, I will probably scream. This sucks. I'm like right by this tree, and I think this thing is just breeding it. But this is our view. Pretty nice, open, good breeze. The only thing that will make this a bad location are literally the wasps or hornets or whatever the frick is buzzing around this. Bring it on.
A hornet ended up flying into my stand at my face, so I might have panicked a bit, but the view was incredible. For the first hour, I saw nothing but a couple of does. The second hour, I saw 3 more does. In the third hour, I saw 8 does. I was sad, but with about 40-ish minutes left of light, some bucks started to come out. Didn't shoot anything, so we headed back for dinner and stories again.
And I was in the middle of the path, no trees around me, just completely caught in the open, and I heard a thud behind me. And this 8-point had jumped the fence 30 yards behind me, somehow didn't see me. I'd rattled him in. And so I just sunk down to my knees and was just kind of watching him, and he came right at me. He did not see me. He was just walking up the road. He got to within 15 feet of me. Really? And I stood up because I didn't want him to come any closer. Mm-hmm. And he took off the other way. But he kind of like, he perked up like, whoa, where did you know, and then...
Was it a shooter or was it a shooter?
No, he was a smaller one.
November 7th, 2021. I shot within 30 minutes of first light, unable to record the setup. My heart was racing and I chose the shot over documentation of it.
Of course, the time that I actually shoot a deer is when I don't have any of my cameras up because it happens so freaking fast. And the opportunity for to shoot a deer was just, it was closing. And so, well, I shot and I got a confirmed hit. It was kind of a long shot. Island Tower to Foxtrot. Anybody over? Did y'all forget to turn on your walkies? There's still a deer at the freaking beater. It's been like 20 minutes, and I'm cold. It's getting colder somehow, even though the sun is now up. It's a beautiful morning. I should probably get some scenery shots. I have my fingers exposed. Coincidentally, is the only part of my body that is like actively freezing. Nobody's contacting me. I might be on my own for this one. Well, it's been like 35 minutes. Nobody's answered me on comms, but I haven't heard any shots, so I don't know why I'm being ignored. You know what I'm saying? So I can only assume that they didn't turn on their radio. I think I'm about ready to go outside, go look for this deer. I just marked it at 130 yards max. So I think probably where the deer was standing is probably like 115. So, you know, a typical shot. So we should have done just fine.
It felt like a good shot, like when everything came together. So I can only hope that I did the right thing at the right time. Okay, so anywhere in here should, Lord willing, be some blood. Okay, I'm going to leave my hunting stick right here because you can see. Okay. Even more. Oh, this is fun, actually. It's actually fun to just Look around. Okay, good. Blood. My man! Oh. Wow.
Let's freaking go! Oh, I'm so happy. Wow. Okay, I got a little nervous there, but the trail worked out, and wow. We got him right here. Wow, look at the lighting in this. This is sick. Ah!
Look at that. Look at that. Wow.
You can't even see. Come on, baby. The tracking actually was, I think, the most exciting part of this whole thing is actually getting to just stare at a leaf and be like, oh, look, I think he went this way.
I celebrated, then ultimately realized it was still 8 a.m. and we were supposed to be picked up at 10:30, and I couldn't get in contact with anyone.
Really out here alone, man. Ain't nobody responding to my walkie calls. Island Tower to Rubber Ducky, anybody in? I heard a shot. Somebody else shot. That way. Somebody shot over there. I think that might be Mitch. I'm not sure. I'm gonna climb this mountain behind me and see if we see anything. I've already field tagged my deer, so legally it's mine, so.
I got picked up eventually and taken back to camp where Mitch and Dylan had also shot their bucks.
Right.
We have 1 or 2 out of 5 that we have to go and track it. I'm perfectly comfortable with that.
That's mine. That's Mitch's. Shot a leg off.
Sweet. Man, that's the biggest G.
Chocolate boy.
G brow tines that I've seen in a long time.
Barry, I hope you know this means that you're gonna have 3 boys in your blind, breathing down your neck, pestering you, making you hit a great shot while we tweezer your sides over and over and over again.
I love it. I'll do it.
We need you to operate under pressure.
All your bacon and eggs.
Yeah, all the bacon and eggs you have. Well, I can go harvest from the deer we shot. Fresh venison, huh?
3, 4.
4, yeah, absolutely.
I got served up, but Mitch was struggling to find an appetite.
Mine had urinated all over his hocks, yeah.
Yeah. That's what they do. They think that's pretty appetizing to them.
Yeah, Don and I were like...
Did you get that on video?
Of course I did. So because your hands smell like piss, you can't eat that?
It's not fun to eat right now.
Come spoon feed Mitch, he can't use his hands. Sure.
Of course, after breakfast, we had to burn off the calories.
Yeah, act athletic. Full start. Oh, little stutter, broken ankle, short again. That's picked. All right, let's run 2s. Yeah. Not many options. Lost. Nah, get him a map. Get him a map. Yeet. Grounder.
Mitch and I went hunting after a doe while my dad and Barry went out one last time to find their bucks.
Are we shooting the first doe that we see?
Not necessarily.
We want some mass on him.
Yeah,
for meat.
For when you're shooting doe, you want them to be 2-3 years old.
It's not just target practice.
No.
Both men were successful.
Beauty. Good job, Dad. Good job.
Sitting till dark is highly overrated.
I didn't even see him come in. He came in from the right side instead of upwind. Or he came up upwind rather than downwind. And I thought he was a doe. So.
Wow.
And then I picked up. I was like, oh. Okay.
Thought he was a doe. That's mean.
The entire trip, we had $50 on who could shoot the biggest buck. By popular vote, Mitch's 8-point was selected.
Can I get someone to say that again?
Which one? Mitch is the winner.
Thank you, Dylan. That's exactly what I needed. I appreciate it.
Your brow tines are
Way better.
they're nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going with Mitch's.
Vote Mitch. Flawless vote.
Right here.
Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. This was super fun to make and document, and I'll plan on doing it for future hunts. Take it easy, and I'll see y'all in the next one.